What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS3 Raw TV. If I had a fucking dime for every time someone said, Jerry, you're so fucking stupid, Jerry. You're so fucking dumb. Everything has been proven by science that you are fucking wrong. If I had a dime for every time somebody said that to me, I'd be rich as fuck by the time I was like 20, right? But neither here nor there. The topic today is sweeteners, which I've spoken out against so many times, and certain ones, not all of them, certain ones do certain things to certain people's bodies that I've seen consistently over and over again. You can replicate the effect when you take this certain sweeteners. One of them was aspartame. Now, the inflammation that happens when you take these sweeteners, many people don't know what's happening. I know a lot of people that are out there that have health complications that don't know it, that do have inflammation and don't know it, right? And they just kind of brush everything aside. They live in denial and say, no, Jerry, you're fucking stupid. Doctor said it's okay. And I'm like, just literally try cutting this one thing out for a few weeks and see how you feel. And they're so resilient to try it, right? And I'm like, well, just try it. And they're like, you know what? It's fucking stupid. It's this, it's that. Well, you know, bottom line is, usually the people that are reluctant to try something like cutting out a certain food actually have some kind of addiction to the food. They can't let it go. So that being said, that's like a whole nother story. But this week, now I've spoken out before and I told you that these fucking sweeteners can be toxic. This week, CNBC posted an article, published an article on Thursday, the 4th of October, 2018. Artificial sweeteners commonly used in foods and drinks have a toxic effect on digestive gut microbes, which is exactly what I fucking said. I didn't know the exact effect that was happening to people's bodies, but there was a toxic effect causing inflammation. Now, inflammation of the intestines can cause a fucking host of problems, but we're not even going to go into that because that's a whole nother fucking video. Actually, I don't even know much about that, so it's not even a video. That's for somebody else to talk about. But according to a study published in the Journal of Molecules, researchers found that six, not just one, but six common artificial sweeteners approved by the FDA in 10 sport supplements that contain them were found to be toxic to the digestive gut microbes of mice. Now again, this is on mice, but here's the thing. They're saying this is happening on mice, but we're seeing actual changes in people's chemistry, okay? And chemistry meaning you're retaining water, you're not feeling well, you're feeling lethargic. Your body's chemistry is changing because you're getting inflammation. So your body's trying to fight that inflammation off, which anytime you have an injury and inflammation, I don't know if you guys realize this, but let's say when I tore my pec, you literally are tired all the time while that pec is healing to a certain point. So it literally draws your energy when your body's trying to heal itself. It draws energy trying to heal itself. The researchers from Ben Gurion University of somewhere in Israel, I can't even say that fucking word, tested the toxicity of aspartame, sucralose, saccharin, neotime, advantamine, I don't know what the fuck that is, aspartame, potassium K. They observed that exposed to over 1 million milliliters of the artificial sweetener, the bacteria found in the digestive system became toxic. This is further evidence that consumption of artificial sweeteners adversely affects the gut microbial activity, which can cause a wide range of health issues. Now, this is actual scientists saying this. This is actual people publishing papers. Now, it's not like, well, scientists already deemed that stuff to be not toxic, Jerry, so it doesn't matter now. Well, here's the thing. Over time, what happens is their studies do not last 60 years, okay? The studies last a certain amount of time. As this shit builds up over time in people's bodies, as well as people that have a preconceived or predisposed condition, right, which they don't know they have, this can cause fucking major problems. But again, people don't want to hear that because, you know what, Jerry, I like my fucking Crystal Light too much. I like my Diet Coke too much. According to the study, the gut microbiome plays a key role in human metabolism. Artificial sweeteners can affect host health, such as including glucose intolerance. Think about that for a second, right? Glucose intolerance. How many people nowadays have some type of type 2 diabetes, right? How many people nowadays have, I wouldn't say insulin dependent, but they have issues with blood sugar in general. Many people are drinking the artificial sweeteners. So not only does it mess with your gut bacteria, glucose tolerance, it messes with the glucose tolerance. These are major things with your metabolism that can actually make you gain fat. So you think you're doing the right thing by cutting calories, and what I've explained to you guys before that nobody wants to fucking listen to is that there's a hormonal response to food. You're taking in these sweeteners, there was a response to this chemical in your body that now dictates, even though your calories are less from using the sweeteners, that these inflammatory responses happening to the sweeteners can actually cause glucose intolerance, or aka type 2 diabetes basically in the long run, and problems digesting your food to where you're not going to be absorbing the micronutrients, macronutrients from the food that you're taking because of the inflammation in your fucking stomach as well as your intestines. Your gut health is fucked. Without that gut health being in check, you are not growing new muscle tissue, okay? Without that gut health in check, you're not going to be losing fat. Matter of fact, if your glucose tolerance is fucked up and you now become a type 2 diabetic, it's even harder to control your weight then. So although they solved the calorie equation, right, they have not solved what happens to your body when you put a chemical in it. They changed one problem for the other. It's like a fucking drug addict saying, well, I'm giving up heroin, I'm just going to drink. You're just switching one for the other. That's exactly what's happening now. You're switching out the calories for the chemical, and guess what? In the long run, the same thing's happening, but you're not eating the calories. So technically, to me, you're not having as much fun as if you're a calorie person. You're cutting calories and taking sweeteners. You're not having as much fun, and you're going to get the same ailments in the end anyways. Makes no fucking sense at all. So again, guys, don't believe me, and don't believe studies that are 5 years old, 10 years old, 12 years old, fucking 20 years old. Like, there's new stuff going on all the time, and now many scientists are doing meta studies, or doing where they take all of the studies together, like there's 500 studies, and they group them together, and they look at all of the studies together to find out the common denominators behind them. Because they know now that despite having this knowledge of whatever the fuck they're studying, many things are missed. Many things are misinterpreted. Many things are showing up in one study but not the other, which contradicts each study. So they basically pull these things together and look at all of them again, because this study may not have been looking at this one. This one's not looking at this one. They got opposite fucking effects. And they're like, well, why the fuck do we get opposite effects? They go into every other study now to see what matches what and if there's anything in between. And we're finding that some of the studies, some of the data that we had for whatever the fuck it is, was wrong, okay? Was fucking wrong. Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist. Now, these are scientists. It doesn't take a rocket scientist that every time you drink aspartame, your fucking hands swell up and your face puffs up. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to tell you something's going on in your body. Now, hopefully, they'll get to the bottom of exactly what the hell's going on. And they already know it destroys the gut bacteria, but I'm hoping that there's another solution where something like maybe stevia or whatever it is can replace all that shit. And I don't even know if that has effects. But bottom line is, guys, sweeteners have effects on your body. Sweeteners can have a negative impact on your body. Sweeteners can make you gain weight without additional calories. The sweeteners can also destroy your good gut bacteria, your gut good bacteria, to where you cannot absorb nutrients, which means you are not going to be fucking growing with lack of vitamins and minerals. Matter of fact, many health complications start from depletion of vitamins and minerals in your bodies. Many diseases are formed from depletion of certain vitamins and minerals. So be aware, guys, it's not bullshit. It's not me fucking wearing my tinfoil hat fucking preaching that the world is going to end because of sweeteners. It's a fucking fact. You ingest a sweetener, you're going to get a side effect. It is a side effect, but you're going to get an effect in your body that is going to cause a reaction based on what you took. To say that reaction is not happening because a scientist said fucking 15 years ago that it's okay is fucking bullshit. BioStraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biostraining.com is the blog. It's the sweeteners, not in this body bicep, and we are out.